Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is quite late, I know, very late, but regardless of this, let's get straight into it. So we're hot dropping into a state, there's quite a few people, so I land over to the supply bins to not mess up my teammates' looting pattern, and also so I can get like my own guns to go support them, which I will do as one of my teammates lands in a contested building. So after we loot up, we push up to the contested building that one of our teammates is at. We're holding this upside here. I'm being extra careful because I don't know where they are. I dropped down. It's quite a bad peek, especially like here. They know where I was, so I quickly run away just to heal up before I re-challenge at a different time. Teammate luckily gets the kill, so this makes Forgive an easy kill, especially after missed those shots on me. Fortunately for us, Gibby was carrying the Hemlock, so we're able to grab that. This gun is busted. Even after its nerf, it's still a pretty good gun. So now the rest of this play is just to like clean up the place, get some extra loot. Imagine there was kill cams in this game and the Lobo who are marked just saw like me do such a bot thing before proceeding to get aimbotted. This gun's really nasty, especially with the strafe. If you notice the way I strafed earlier to get that one clip on Loba, like it's just busted. If you get an easy like surprise attack on someone with it, you're just gonna wipe them out instantly. Now, one thing you shouldn't do is to swing wildly where you don't know where they are. But I managed to pull back this fight because I used his teammate's knockdown shield as my own cover. So that was very useful for me. Of course, he was a better player. He should have killed me, but I was the better one this time. Seeing the Loba's market, I do want to push. I also give like a heads up to my teammates. A lot of times when you're solo queuing, you're going to be playing like by yourself quite a lot of times. I'm playing Octane, so I'm meant to be like the spearhead, so always being ahead of my teammates. But notice in the way here in a second of how when I move up here, the way I strafe to get this one clip on the Loba. Strafing just lets you to be more accurate, especially at far ranges. And the Hemlock's recoil just really doesn't help it with the fact that it basically didn't already have recoil pre-nerf. It's always important to put extra pressure, especially when you knock someone down. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm pushing up to try to get my finish and also just to find out where the other two teammates are. Now teammates do help out, we get the kill. And I should have went for the finisher immediately just so I don't waste time instead of trying to waste bullets. Doesn't really matter. She deserves it anyway. She got absolutely just shit on, respectfully. There was no point to keep pushing the person who got away because they're on high, and it was just better just to like start heading zone, maybe looking for other fights. I take the pull back and there's a whole other team there, which I should have noticed. Since my teammates are not with me, I need to run away and make a lot of space just so I can re-heal. And so I can also re-challenge it from another direction, especially when I hear that someone's chasing me. Admittedly here, I whiffed a lot of my shots. Doesn't matter. Hemlock's broken. Well, it was before its nerf. I mean, still pretty good gun now. But it's very good that this Maggie had the high confidence to keep pushing a crack. It's like this game's all about your confidence and kind of your ego if you want to perform well. If you have the confidence to push someone and like you hit a lot of your shots, you will win a lot more fights. You will gain a lot more points here. Now, Gibby throws an ult on himself, which is not bad to create space, but unfortunately he does get hit by it, so I'm able just to get an easy knock on him. Wraith made like a decent play of going up the jump tower, but unfortunately she got hit the last minute. And even if I didn't like hit her, I'm sure my teammate would have. Regardless, it's just an extra point. And I'm looking around. I actually just took a jump tower to go zone, but I really wanted to get a light mag and see maybe if anyone had a level 2. But unfortunately they didn't. So here, I don't want to fight this team simply because there's just no point. Talking about like in my last video where you want to get kills as fast as you can, there's no point trying to sit with a team constantly trading with them. It's good for your armor evo, but at the end of the day, it just wastes a lot of time and you are more likely to be third party and caught by surprise, especially in this situation here. So I'm just making space, having different angles to try to throw them off. Doesn't really matter if we knock them, they have a good Gibby. So even if we do get knocked, they have an easy reset. So we rotated our way with not much fighting going on. On my left, there's a really good choke point where a lot of people usually tend to fight. So I'll go up there just to check it out because I'm pretty sure there might be people up there. Unfortunately, we don't get that knock there, but seeing as zone's coming in, I think it will be better here just to rotate away, get a better position in team zone. Teammates are on a complete different page, so I'm on my own here, so it's just better for me just to walk away, just look out to see if there's any other squads. I decided to run back, seeing they're still fighting up there, just to support them, and in case if needed, to use my jump pad to get away, but it doesn't really get to that, especially when there's a team flying over. So it's round 3, we just rotated it in. There's an evac in zone being placed. I'm not sure how many there was, but seeing it was a solo, it's a straight push. Of course, like, you don't want to chase solos if they go across the map, but it's very nice just to try get more points. It doesn't really matter. Now, I should have one-clipped him here, to be perfectly honest. This allowed the other team to basically have now more of a view on us, since I took too long to kill him. And unfortunately, the bang gets shot a lot, but because of my knock here, we bought ourselves time to rotate and get this fight on a different angle. By the way, please do not ever hold this angle where the Wraith was. You're just fully in the open. The better play was to play like more inside the vault, like that's behind, but they didn't open it. So this just allowed the Wraith to get knocked and leave our teammates on 2v3. Conduit had a pretty good play here, where she was ratting to the left and shot when we pushed further in. Of course, I should have checked the left side, but as it was one knock, I didn't see much of like a big issue on just pushing in. But you can always 2v3 if you're good enough and if you have good chemistry with your teammates for that. But they don't in this rate. Whenever you're solo queuing, you can be greedy. Be greedy for yourself as well. Like, keep in mind, you're playing trios all the time. So you have to play around your teammates. Even if you don't like agree with how they play the game, it will just make your life much more easier and you're more likely to get in points. Of course, if they're doing something stupid, they're running into some stupid situation, you can always just leave them to die and then craft them and res them later. Because your life is more important than theirs at the end of the day. Playing height here is the perfect thing because we have an overview of all the people that are below us, especially in this team that spawned in. Of course, like, yeah, in this case, when the zones are getting smaller, there are more zones coming in. You have to be more careful with how you pick your fights because you might get too greedy. And if you push one team, you can get pushed by 2-3 other teams. Next thing you know, you just have a whole bunch of bullshit going on. Now, I want to push up forward here, because being on this position is pretty good, but we're quite in the open with basically no options to try and hide away or get to cover. So I just begin making my move now. I was looking to rotate to the main height here, because if I was to get shot, there would be cover I could jump down to at least. Here's another thing you can do with a Hemlock. It's good for attacking buildings. If you, for example, get someone low, for example, it's over here, with your breacher mode, you can blast open the doors and shoot them through it. Issue is, this was my first time using it, my first time, so I just didn't get a loba, but fortunately for her, I did get her at the end. Now just clean up of everything else. Now here, you can be too greedy. I cracked the Ash, decided to push up into her because, you know, every kill counts at this rate. But I swung too widely, and even though if I did get the kill, the zone was pushing up into my back. Better thing was to hold Ash in zone, like to move outside, but it doesn't really matter. I die with a kill. That's just where the greed gets me. Fortunately for us though, teammates get a nice easy clutch as the other two teams are fighting. Nice little win from teammates. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned a thing or two, and thank you very much. See you in the next one.